We're next to a limelight hydrangea, and I like to leave these tops on through the winter. I think it provides a lot of winter interest, but now it's time to get those cut off. They do become quite messy as we get into spring. And this shrub, I have cut it back pretty hard, at least I would say twice now in the last 12 years, where I've gone down to about the 18-inch mark, done a rejuvenation, or what's also called renewal pruning. But now pretty much what I've been doing every year, I just come through and I'm cutting off those heads. We're only taking off about 18 inches, maybe 2 feet. And the first round, I just kind of go through and get the heads off, and then I'll come back through and I'll clean up and I'll target some of the longer stems to give it an even look. And it gets this name Limelight because initially it's got a bit of a greenish to it. Yeah, but isn't that dramatic? That white flowering, that starts about midsummer, lasts through the fall, but that turns bright white, and it actually fades if we get a long enough season into the fall. It actually fades into this pink. And then of course it transitions into this more of a, well, dried flower look, those brown heads. So this is a shrub, it's got a lot of different great qualities. And you could go through with something like an automated, the twigs are pretty small, or a head shears. But these flowers, it makes an incredible mess. So I've learned you probably save time by doing them individual cuts rather than shredding them apart. Sometimes the cleanup involved with shrubs is more of the time-consuming part than the actual pruning. Even though this is a bigger shrub, going through like this doesn't take longer than, say, 10-15 minutes. As you can see, the Limelight, it's a vigorous grower, so you're going to want to make sure you give this one some room to grow. Most references are going to list this with a mature height around 6 feet to 8 feet tall and wide. This is one of the most winter-hardy hydrangea varieties, down to zone 3. For best flowering, grow Limelight in full sun, but it will tolerate some shade as well. And as you've noticed, those blooms, they're blooming on the same season's growth. So this is a good time to prune when it's dormant, late winter, right before spring. Limelight's one of the panicle hydrangeas, and if you like the look of this shrub but don't have the space, there's some other small varieties you could grow. The dwarf form of Limelight is called Little Lime, which has all the same qualities, just in a smaller package. Bobo hydrangea is even smaller and stays around 2 to 3 feet tall and wide, with flower colors similar to the Limelight. It's a nice, compact little shrub. And if you're looking for some additional panicle hydrangeas to consider with different ranges in flower color, I've had really good luck with Little Lamb. And Quickfire, one of my favorites. It has a more open, loose flower with great color ranges throughout the summer and into fall. And it's also an excellent shrub at attracting pollinators. And once you start looking, you'll find there are many other varieties to pick from, like Firelight, Little Lime Punch, and check out this Vanilla Strawberry. Wow, isn't that something? Check out the size of this one here. I spotted this at the University of Minnesota Arboretum. I think there's 3 of them in here, but man, look at how tall they are. And now that we can see all the main branches, we can go through and just target some of them that are maybe sticking out just a little bit too far. And then I'll just clean up a few of the really small twigs to get a nice even shape. All right, yeah, that pretty much wraps up all you have to do to get your hydrangea ready for the season. Like I said, it's dormant right now. We're end of March into April, a very good time to do renewal pruning. So if you do have a hydrangea, you can cut them back pretty hard if they're well established, and they'll come back with a vengeance. Here's a quick look at how that hydrangea responded when we did cut it back, coming out of growth, advancing through the season, and then you can see the early stages of that flower kind of just opening up into that white. Yeah, so it's just a beautiful, beautiful shrub. Yeah, so check out the panicle hydrangeas is what you're after if you're looking for some of the bigger, more upright ones with those showy fall flowers. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon next video.